lot of people kind of gave up on this character. I still think Olimar is like a solid top 25 character, man. He's got a lot of great moves. He's got some pretty strong disjoints. Purple Pikmin's still a problem. So, I mean, all that conversation doesn't matter because we're actually going to be going to Jake versus WaDi at Final Destination. Here we go. We got our first set of top 8, and this is going to be interesting, man. Jake has definitely been known as a menace for a lot of players so far, but, I mean, you can't count this dude out. He's been performing at a high level, and for good reason, man.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, it's pretty common when we end up hyping up one match and we get the other one, right? They do that to us all the time. I feel like production gets a kick out of it. But in this one here, I don't know the set history between these two, but I know they have played quite a bit. And big thing with this matchup is mostly exactly what's happening right now. The combo game is always going to be in favor of Jake, so WaDi has to play punish game harder. He has to be able to capitalize, punish those high side Bs, and basically force Jake to not be able to set up. I think that's a big reason why we're seeing FD, because even though, yeah, you have a perfect linear approach from the minecarts, there's no platforms that Jake to land on, so it might make it easier for WaDi to punish him.
Right. I mean, we'll definitely see how, you know, how that's supposed to all come together. Right now, WaDi's doing pretty good. Does have a little bit percentage lead. Oh, great. Yeah, that was a very good weight at the ledge. Honestly, that could have been a really bad situation. That probably would have taken the stock. Oh, no. Why did you air dodge there? Unfortunate.
It happens at least once a tournament. It happened already. Just every time that grounded up B happens, Jake finds a way to make somebody feel very mad about it. And that gyro body blocking, essentially, that minecart actually ended up working out and forced Jake into a weird position after the bounce, and WaDi was able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, I mean, WaDi was definitely playing that stock really well. Going to be getting 60-second stock here. 6% is already going to get for extra credit, but the way that, that grab got him, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that'll annoy you like crazy. But a good thing for WaDi too is, like, WaDi is somebody who will play passive enough, and about mid-range, you see it right there, just throwing out those nairs. So Jake isn't gonna win the mental war the entire time. Yeah, those grabs are gonna suck, but WaDi will also make you feel frustrated every time you walk directly in front of one of those nairs and you think you finally got it conditioned and you get hit by gyro.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful now. We got those diamond tools on deck. One back here will absolutely kill it. Actually, got rid of the pickaxe, so okay, that's a little... Oh, wait, never mind. Was it the back air pickaxe? I swear I saw the pickaxe disappear, right? I'm not crazy?
I don't know, man. Are you seeing things right now?
Probably. Anyway, diamond forward air, not gonna be able to take out the stock, but honestly, WaDi doesn't really have much left here.
Oh my god!
No.
That's one of those, you were kind of stuck heavy in what you were thinking about at the time. It's like, I'm gonna mix up my landing with this, and Jake hard called it so much. And you couldn't do much there either, because you jump into it. You jump away or air dodge down, you possibly get hit by TNT. The amount of options that Jake had covered there were insane.
I mean, Jake's honestly playing this stock really, really well. He's being patient. There's been a couple times now where he's about to land on gyro and actually would throw out a down air or a block, so he doesn't have to get hit by it, and kind of like switches up the pace of the game just a little bit. This is a tough spot to be in. Oh! That sucks.
That looked like a scene out of Tom and Jerry, just like the way they're both just kind of waiting for the other one, like, no, you move. No, you
Dude,
move.
honestly, a lot of what Steve does in this game just reminds me of old Acme cartoons. Like, I've said it once and I'll say it again. When Jake takes on Sonics, it is literally Wile E. Coyote versus Roadrunner.
Yeah, 100%. It is so damn funny. And now we're just watching as this pretty much 80s looking robot computer setup here as well with WaDi, trying to find his way back. 118, diamonds on deck. You already know what's happening. Forward smash is going to end the game, but WaDi is going to be thinking about what he's got to do for the next game. Now, I don't mean to say it that way, but forward smash is coming in about 3, 2... Okay, WaDi didn't move forward.
Well, it's gonna be a tough spot here. Yep, gonna be looking for a great option, actually. Deciding to go to the other side of the stage. Jake was definitely out there looking for some sort of, like, awful recovery spot, just because his back air can do some crazy stuff. Anvil is obviously a problem sometimes. Yeah, man, WaDi's taking his time. Honestly, is what you need to be doing.
Yeah, he's doing it right, too. This is exactly what you need to do against somebody who's, like, just hunting for blood. And Jake is also playing that game properly, too. He didn't overcommit once. That is a big way to lose a lead against someone like R.O.B. As we all know, R.O.B's never out of the game, ever. Side B is a thing. Early KO power off stage is a thing. So the fact that he held center stage well and didn't even really go off, like, didn't make an attempt to go chase after the minecarts purely for the sake of not wanting to get reverse edge guarded.
Right. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what WaDi can bring to the table here. Honestly, I think FD is just a tough stage in general. Like, I get the idea of, like, wanting to stop Jake from having, like, landing options and stuff like that. But I feel like Steve honestly just has so much going on that, like, it wasn't exactly the best call. Like, I feel like you're better off going to like a PS2. Maybe he just didn't want the situation where Jake and other Steves do this quite often, where they'll kind of build a wall underneath a platform, and they kind of literally build themselves a house, and they just get a whole bunch of materials. So,
if history is correct to me with these two, we barely see PS2 because that's Rob's best stage, and it's very easy for WaDi to reset Nooch a lot when he doesn't feel comfortable, hide under a platform, change it up. This is something I'm not actually super surprised about because WaDi's been playing a lot of Pit lately for some reason. So we're actually going to see Pit here. I don't necessarily say I agree with this swap, but it is WaDi. We'll see. I think that the stages left are probably Battlefield, Town and City, small Battlefield, stuff like that. So wouldn't be surprised to me if we go to Town and City here. Oh, and we're going to run it back to FD. That is very interesting.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how this works out. Maybe he's hoping that these multi-hit boxes will be able to challenge Minecart better. That's like the only call I can really see. Who knows, man? Maybe Pit actually has a really good matchup against Steve. I feel like this character doesn't get enough play as it is. I think this character is a lot better than people give him credit for.
Also agreed. Yeah, I think this character has quite a bit going for him. It's got consistent bread and butters. I'm sure that shield is probably really solid against Minecart as well, so maybe the Orbiters might be used here quite often. But outside of like constantly covering Jake on landing, yeah, the combo's there, but I think the damage is still in favor of Jake, so this might work out against him.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's just mostly because I think Jake just has a much more polished Steve than WaDi has a polished Pit. Unfortunately, going to be getting caught up in that minecart to forward air combo. Definitely a stock killer for sure, but here we go, man. Going to even up the percentages here. No, actually going to drop it a little bit.
Yeah, sure looking polished, shining bright like a diamond after getting smacked in the face by that forward air. This has been over and over the Jake show, just the way he's been controlling him. Now, WaDi got the grab. One of the ways to get your KOs, forward throw at the ledge, so obviously he's going to go for down throw right there. He's not at the ledge. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a whole lot of roll-ons from Jake, because if he positions himself properly, down smash might do it, but up smash actually beating out the minecart. Did not see that coming.
Ooh, yeah, this is definitely a tough spot to be in, but I mean, being able to take out that stock is definitely a good start here. I mean, you probably just got to get the engine running here a little bit for Pit, but man, you got to find a way to just deal with that minecart. That is definitely a tough situation to deal with, but here we go. Small opening. No, the spot dodge. Gonna stop WaDi from getting anything going here, and just a couple of forward smashes back and forth, man.
Yeah, that was good mental knowledge on Jake too. It doesn't have nearly as much hit stun as you might think on that grounded down air. After the KO windows though, yes, like down air to up smash is really good. But okay, actually got a shield up after that spot dodge. Watch out for your jump. He's gonna be following you all the way off stage. Yep, I 100% agree with that. However, a little bit too low actually evens the game back up.
I feel like he could have lived if he actually minecarted and got that jump out of there. I've seen like Yanni do it plenty of times where he gets the minecart when he's that low, right? Gets that extra little hop out of there, and then he Steve has this weird thing where as he does his up special, he can angle it weird, and he gets like a little bit of extra height. It's wild. It doesn't make sense to me, but I guess it's a thing.
Did you play Brawl? Did you play Brawl?
Oh no, yeah, I did play Brawl, but like I never really got like too deep into it for like the weird gliding things. But like I know with Brawl, a lot of the gliding thing was just going down and then you just shoot up a lot. But like his is like you actually angle it weird.
Oh my god! For one, why can you mine on top of TNT? Let's get that out of the way. Why can you mine on top? Wouldn't that blow it up? But
I don't know.
Two, there is next to nothing that Pit can do there logically that'll keep him safe outside of maybe a pre-buffer jump from stage side B. I don't know if the armor would have saved him through the TNT explosion, but either way, Pit doesn't have that many good get off of ledge options. That get up attack is like it. Jump from ledge to forward air and stuff, it loses the TNT. So there wasn't too much he could do there outside of dropping off stage and hopefully mixing up Jake's timing, but instead decided to meet him right in his face.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see. Maybe the Mewtwo would be better. I don't know, man. WaDi's definitely in a tough spot. So WaDi has one win on Jake, right? That was when Jake was still playing Mario, I think, where he played both Mewtwo and R.O.B, right? But ever since he's been playing Alex here, it's been 4-0 in Jake's favor. So like honestly, I think just Steve is just really strong. Like, Jake doesn't get enough credit for how strong of a player he is with this character. Yes, the character's strong. Yes, the character does some things that, you know, make it tough for other people, but that's kind of the part of the playing a competitive game. You try to play the best characters.
Oh, true enough, true enough. And I think when offlane comes, I think that R.O.B does a lot better in the matchup because it's easier to react with gyros and punish with like short hop fairs and stuff. But here, even with or without the like online jumps, it's still Jake that's pretty much just been outplaying WaDi on FD. I know WaDi's a big fan of FD, and I'm pretty sure, I'm more than certain because we've only been on FD, PS2 was in fact banned. So he has had, I don't think he just feel comfortable enough with the platform stages that are available to let him go there.
Right. You know what? I wonder if Dark Pit would be a better option just because of that that little bit of a stronger arrow, you know?
I feel like you have to commit to the jump to... Ooh, speaking of commit to jump, catch him in mid-air with the up air, and WaDi gets his first lead of the set.
I mean, that was actually, yeah, just a really good catch in general. That is definitely a move that actually has been buffed recently. They changed the angle of the up air, so it goes more up instead of, like, out to the sides, which has honestly been a big buff for Pit in general, who can struggle with some stuff, but because of those multiple jumps and the multi-hits as well, it allows him to be able to get some pretty decent combos, at least gives him a more consistent kill option. But, yeah, I mean, WaDi's definitely starting to get it figured out here. I'm just assuming that game 2 was just him trying to figure stuff out here a little bit, and that's a...
Remember when I was talking about orbiters in those other games and we never saw it, and all of a sudden he puts it out trying to... First he put it out there trying to cover a minecart, then the second time covering an anvil read, and WaDi is now going to town. Granted, he got hit by up smash, he's not dead yet, but this is the lead you really want, because he's prevented Jake entirely from getting diamonds, which is a massive part of this lead, not just his 2 stocks.
Right. And actually, that was a spot right there where we actually saw the cart come out, and we actually saw him challenge with one of the multi-hit aerials. So I think this is exactly what WaDi has been looking for. Honestly, he's off to a hot start, so I don't know if it's just a hot start here or if he's definitely starting to figure it out. He's definitely got the pit warmed up. Either way, man, he's definitely putting on a show, trying to force a game 4 situation here. Not going to be able to call out the cart that time. That pickaxe is just way too big, way too strong.
True enough, man. I mean, I swear that last second diamond before WaDi returned was like limit off stage climb hazard for Cloud. Because if he didn't have diamond, he would have been forced to fight with iron and gold still, which is significantly less powerful. He can actually kill him right now if he makes a mistake in center stage or calls this air dodge out just like that. And we're back to 1 stock apiece.
Honestly, it's an even game. Steve has got the resources, has got the time to just grind this out. This is going to be a good opening right there. Oh, not going to get the follow-up. Great air dodge just getting out of that, but you got to go right into the up tilt again, finding a way out, dude. WaDi is certainly living here.
Yeah, we've said it time and time again, man. When Jake finally gets diamonds, watch out. It's he becomes a different character. He plays differently. Alex becomes much more viable. Up tilt to back air, 87%. Yeah, if WaDi catches him with a mistake, he could get the KO, but he's only got a few windows left. Oh, the diamond sword is gone. Now it's I mean, it's still very scary, but this is much more doable, is what I would have said.
Is what you can still say. But yeah, this is definitely scary, man. 30% is all that's separating the two. Both of them have some decent kill options. Steve definitely has a lot more options on the table. Up throw? No, down throw. Interesting.
That was very good on Jake to recognize that. Oh, the side beak finally catches the whiff. That's going to get WaDi a point on the board. I like what Jake did at the end, because he was hunting for forward air, back air, and dash attack, right? He was showing his cards. He wanted WaDi to know, I want to kill you with this. What did that do? That made the grab much more viable because WaDi's scared. He's conditioned into shield, and he doesn't want to risk that side B being too obvious and die for it. So yeah, it was very, very close to Jake just taking it, purely off of the fear he had established in WaDi, but WaDi finally said, let it rip, and just decided to throw the side B out, knew he was going to get aggro, and put himself in the game.
Yeah, man. Honestly, just ground that out. That side B was definitely a call out for sure. And that's the thing, is sometimes I feel like Pit's not played enough as is, but that side B goes a lot farther than people think it does sometimes. And honestly, it's really, really strong. It doesn't have the same, I think, kill power that that Dark Pit side B has, but it also sends straight up. Like, it's stronger than people think.
Yeah, they send 2 different ways.
Yeah, it's actually wild, but who knows, man? Maybe WaDi's starting to get it figured out. We definitely saw those orbiters come out a couple times, just really messing up some of Jake's flow. Honestly, I'd like to see those orbiters come out a little bit more, maybe to challenge Minecart, but I think he prefers to go in with the aerials instead.
Yeah, I think he's doing a good job of like using the orbiters just enough too, because if you get too obvious with it, then it's gonna be easy for Jake to walk up, get a grab punish, right? So I think that's why he's mixing it a bit, using those multi-hits, and he's been keeping himself spaced on the multi-hits too, which is key because if you miss space those, you just constantly take minecart to the face.
Right. Okay, there we go. Nice little opening. Gonna get some 39% on there. I think what WaDi does need to do, though, is Jake does hold shield a lot when WaDi approaches. So WaDi needs to start getting some pretty solid punishes out of that. Needs to recognize it. Go for some grabs here. The problem is that when you don't get aggressive like that, you allow Jake extra time to kind of get these strong options out here. Look at that. A couple of minecarts already at 90%. Looking for that backer to close it out. These diamond tools, man, they make you some money. That's for sure.
Yeah, and now he's pretty much he's playing with just enough hitboxes to force WaDi back so he can get himself. Diamond's gonna be here any second now, and he's already got his first one, so he's gonna be ready for the next stock, which he wasn't in that previous game, which I think made a huge difference.
Right. Okay, there we go. Gonna get that nice little forward there, calling out the cart and get the up air. God, the town and city blast zones are actually gonna keep Jake here alive a little bit. I'm pretty sure if that was a final destination, probably could have got the stock. Oh, that's gonna keep him alive too. Unfortunate for WaDi, but actually continues to put on some pretty solid pressure here.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of why we saw this counter pick, because not only does Steve get it a lot easier. Oh, that forward smash is a solid punish right there, though. And the fact that that up smash still would have hit at the last second on that parry, kind of aggravating. That move is so good. But forward throws and smash attacks off the side pretty much weren't happening. They were all KOs off the top. That's probably why he went here. But so far, it's been dead even. Sure, the side Bs have not killed yet, but I think WaDi's still feeling just fine.
I mean, WaDi's got the lead here. I mean, I know there's the whole premise of don't, like, approach Steve because of, you're just going to allow them to get resources. But Jake's been getting the resources anyway. Why not allow him to be the aggressor in these situations? That way he can hold on to the percentage lead, try to get some strong punishes. I mean, I know WaDi's got a pretty solid game right here, but I don't want to see him overextend to the point where he just starts throwing away this lead because, you know, Steve does Steve things.
Normally, I would heavily agree with you on that, but Jake is so good at passive play mining. He recognizes, like, he puts just enough pressure to allow himself openings to mine. And that, I think that's something a lot of Steves don't do well enough, but calling out the jump, even with the 20 jumps you got, once you put yourself directly in front of Jake, you're forced to air dodge there, or you have to swing, and Jake knew, like, well, you used 2 jumps already, so you're either air dodging straight to the blast zone or up being, but WaDi evens it right back up. WaDi is not done just yet.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a great job getting that stock back, but not until he took 59% off one string. It was one small opening. He put Jake onto the platform. Jake got a get-up attack, and then from there, just 59% is unreal, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Pitt does have some good bread and butter strings. Oh, here we go again. You see right there, he was trying to condition him to the same position, but WaDi remembered, oh, I have 20 jumps. Oh, my goodness, that was just moments away from getting a hit.
Oh, tried to push the advantage there just a little bit more. That forward, they're not going to be able to connect. I mean, he's definitely doing a good job getting some decent combos here. Like you mentioned, very solid bread and butters, but now you're at 55%, so how are you going to find a way to turn this around? Oh,
no, he's still good. He's still good.
Wow.
I'm surprised that air dodge did at the window that it did. It's a relatively long air dodge, but he was able to get there. He still had his jump. Up B doesn't matter anymore because that's the game. And Jake finds him once again when the minecart into forward air.
You know what? I think with more practice, I don't know how often